What's up everybody? Today we're ripping, you guessed it, finally the jumbos have arrived. 400 cards, 10 packs, 40 cards in each. Guaranteed auto and 2 relics. Hopefully we'll hit something more than that, that's our goal. But, got 2 of these in, ripped one with the wife, did pretty well, we'll say that. So hopefully we can do pretty well with these. The extra 2 mojo packs in the jumbos, which is nice. I think the wife hit a to 10 and didn't even know it, so here's that. Alright, there's Ellie, Madrigal, Mania, South Relic, Candelario, Gomber, Wagner, Naylor, Walker, Basso, Lukes, there's the Cubbies, Murphy, there's Weathers, Mr. Headache, Garrett, there's the Twins, Vasquez, Rogers, Victor Scott, Bader, Jones, the Dodgers, O'Shea, Juan Soto, there's Acuna, Yates, Easert, Walker, here's our first parallel, and it is Whit Merrifield, and then Royce Lewis on the 35th anniversary, and then we got our insert, Ellie De La Cruz Summer Superstars. You got Michael Harris II, Stowers, Laperfito, there's the Brewers, there's Rodriguez, Woods, Richardson, McClanahan, there's old Bobby and Teoscar on the Mutual Admiration, and Jansen. All right, that's a lot of cards per pack. 40 cards in a pack is a lot of cards. So bear with us, we're gonna get through this together. And we might get through this with some help because my puppy wants on this table right now, so she likes ripping packs too, by the way. She freaks out, she wants the boxes. All right, we got Walls, Baroa, Duval, Sanchez, Young, there's the Giants, Batista, Lopez, Rodriguez, Martinez, Duran, Martin, Lukes, Cobb, Rojas, there's Gin, Cabrera, Estes, Ramos, Castellanos, Campero, Smith, Bart, Neely, Boyd, Turner, there's Holman, Bello, here's our refractor, or our parallel I mean, and it's a sand glitter, Chavili, followed by Aaron Judge on the All-Star American League, 35th, and the OPS leader insert. You got Bednar, Hodge, Valdez, Miller, Kiersey, Bell, there's Kiki Hernandez, there's Siri, and there is Dustin Harris. 2 packs in, 8 to go, lots and lots of cards. Hopefully I can say I have a complete set after ripping 2 jumbos in a hobby. Only ripped a couple of retails besides that. Told you she wants to help. Dana, Friedel, Kikuchi, Aldagiri, Lively, Action Shot, Sawinski, Holmes, Freeland. There's the Blue Jays. There's Freed, Fortes, Bowers, McClan, Cubs again, Sean Murphy, Zaletta, McKinstry, Hicks, Castellanos, Campero, Smith, Bart, Neely, Boyd, Trey Turner, Grant Holman, Bello. There's a Sonny Gray to 50 on the auto. Not that I'm not grateful for a lovely number to 50 on card auto, but Sonny Gray was my hobby box, jumbo hobby box auto from Series 1. So I guess I got a Sonny Gray collection, but at least this one's numbered. The last one was just a regular 35th anniversary. I'll take that any day. Gonna be grateful to even be able to rip these, honestly. There we go. Put Sonny right there, hanging out next to the packs. And then we got our first parallel, and it is another sand glitter, silly stick. Ted Williams on the National League All-Star. There's Snyder and Mantle on the dual insert. Then you got Jordan Lawler, the silly stick, regular non-parallel, Hilliard, Profar, Chavile, Kramer, Falter, Penrod, and Ashcraft. Unfortunately, we've only opened 3 packs, and I have already seen at least 4 or 5 duplicates. That is incredible this year. I feel like I could definitely gonna have a stack of duplicates based on how many duplicates I'm getting out of just the same box. I understand 400 cards is a lot of cards, but give me something crazy. That'd be cool. Wallner, there's Dominguez on the Future Stars. There's Kansas City, We All Win. Bradish, there's Monasterio, Josh Smith. There's the Cardinals. Ruiz, Outman, Estes, Cabrera, Rodriguez. There's the Cubs. There's Hernandez. There's Bobby Miller, Scherzer, Rozecki, Anderson, Waka, Walker, Kopech. There's Johnny DeLuca, Pennington, Mason Miller on the Rookie Cup, Singleton, Robles, Cook, Lopez. Here's our parallel. It is Jordan Lawler on the Future Stars parallel, sand glitter, followed by Ronald Acuna Jr. on the National League 35th, and Riley Green on the OPS leaders. Then you got Gonzalez, Eater, Conforto, Carpenter, Enriquez, Moniak, Marsh, Palente, and Lockridge. All right, 4 packs in. Getting our massive stack of base going over here. Hopefully the set will be complete, because only ripping jumbos is the best way to go if you can afford it, though, because it's the only way you're guaranteed an auto. But the Sun parallels are fun in the blasters, and they're only $25. So Musgrove, Lipsy, Suzuki, Severino. There's Gavin Williams on Future Stars. Whitlock, Alonso, Caminero on the Future Stars. There's the Mets, Giolito, Peralta, Javier, Blake Snell, Collins, Foley, Tatis Jr., Halvorsen, Pajes on the Future Stars, Garrett, Bader, Jones on the Future Stars, Crochet, Soto, Baby Acuna, Yates, Esert, and we got a backwards numbered or non-numbered pink 35th anniversary Xander Bogaerts parallel. Wish they would number those. But here's our actual parallel, William Contreras on the rainbow foil. Randy Johnson on the 35th. Christian Yelich on the Summer Superstars. Hayes, York, Ramos, Smith, Brown, Pavita, Winker, and Zardo and Bryant to finish up our halfway point on our packs. Still got both of our relics to come out, and hopefully we'll hit another numbered card, not just that pink parallel. All right, Duran, Baker, Soriano, Massey, there's Paul Goldsmith, Sagizi, Imanaga, Mayers, Raleigh, Conan, Burns, Madden, Wilson, Martinez, Zandy Pies again on the Future Stars. Montez, Yepes, there's the Pirates. There's Cannon, Cortez, Alcantara, David Fry, Landon Knack. There's Montero. There's a 2024 or 2025 numbered, followed by a numbered David Ortiz to 150 on the patch. There you go. This is to 2025. 2 numbered cards in a row. 996 out of 225. Alexis Diaz. We'll take it, and we'll take a numbered patch. Looks like 136 out of 150. Don't really know exactly. I don't know if his name being blue maybe is the blue of the parallel, I guess, which is weird, but it looks like that's the way because here's Ronald Acuna Jr.'s and you see it's white, and all of the National League ones are also white. So I'm going to assume that's the blue to 150 right there. But we'll take it. Big Poppy. And then we got Adley Rutschman on the rainbow foil. That's a good pack. 2 numbered cards in an Adley in a row. And then there's Standard Bogarts again, except for not the pink. That's the if that card wouldn't have been backwards, it would have been hard for me to even notice the fact that it was a parallel. But clearly is when you have them both side by side. So I think I hit a Bo Jackson one of those in the Series 1, but it's another reason why I would have noticed it. Mookie Betts on the Summer Superstars. There's Kelly, Waters, Shane Baz, and Driscoll, Albies, Bride, Horwitz, and the Rockies, followed by Urias. I wish Topps would do a better job of making the last names of people stick out better. Very hard to read the last name on a lot of players. But then sometimes they're white on a dark background instead of dark on a dark background. So I don't really know why or how they pick what they pick. But anyway, there's Diaz, Rosario, Schneemann, Baez, Smith, Casparius, Crawford, Iglesias, Zach Geloff, Future Stars. There's Weathers again. There's the Twins again. There's Wilson again. Holy cow. Ibanez, Ray, Madden again. Vasquez, Rodon. There's Future Stars. Tobias Myers. That's the first one of him, I think, that I've seen. Followed by Michael Kopech, Johnny DeLuca, Walter Pennington, Mason Miller on the Rookie Cup, Singleton, Robles, Cook, Lopez, Montez. There's our parallel Sand Glitter, Yerkson Profar. That's basically wasted trash, isn't it? Carlos Correa. There's a first pitch, Mark Long on Chase Field. I don't know who that is, but he's got his own card. Ronnie Mauricio. There's Parker Meadows on the Future Stars. Fraley, Hunter Brown, Graceffo, McMahon. There's Kenner Falefa, and Aguilar, and Wenzel Perez. Half of that entire pack was duplicates, I feel like. But I'm sure that I haven't really looked and seen the exact number of how many people are on the checklist, but I'm sure they're not 400. So, and if there is, it'd just be hard for them to give you every player from the set. But there's Diaz. There's Kim. That's my first Kim card. There's Griffith, Salvi, Walker, Montgomery, Strum, Tucker, Rojas. There's Torkelson. It's the first Torkelson I remember seeing too. Cobb, Rojas, Fitz, Reyes, Bobichette. There's the Royals. There's McCann. There's Perez. Lots and lots. Simeon of sideways cards. There's Jones, Reynolds, Ararte, Joyce, Isbell, Donovan. There's our other patch. Austin Riley. Why does that sound so familiar? Was our last patch Austin Riley? I don't know. I have to look up that in a minute. But here's our parallel after that. And it is Sam Hilliard, Freddie Freeman. Then you got OPS leader Rafael Devers, Merrifield, Savale, Call, the A's, Sears Luzardo. That's who she hit 10 of. Jesus Luzardo. Jordan Romano. There's the Diamondbacks, and there's Detmers. I'm actually going to grab it real quick and see if it was Austin Riley. Very, very thinking that it was. Let's see here. Nope, it was Matt Olson. I got it wrong, but Braves player nonetheless. So that's our last patch. And 2 packs left. Maybe we'll have something in here noteworthy. Maybe a good numbered card. But since they gave me 3 numbered cards already, it makes me think that my chances are slim. Burrows, Santander, Mitchell, Muncy. See, you can't even see Muncy hardly at all. That's just how they do it sometimes. There's the Twins on the high mom, Amaya, Senga, Abreu, Fairchild. There's Verdugo. He doesn't even play for them anymore, but Burke, Allen, Melendez, Palazzo, Torres, Rocker. There's Mateo. There's Adames, Nola, Taylor, Thomas, Barnes, Aranda, Sugano, Sosa, Weaver, Jackson Job. I hate what happened to him. Hedges, and our parallel, Shohei Ohtani. It's only my second Shohei card too, but I'll take that any day. Rainbow foil Shohei. Nice card. There's Chris Selle. There's Paul Skeens on the Summer Superstars. I'll take that too on the insert. Hunter Renfroe, Contreras, McDonald. There's Jackson Churio on the Rookie Cup. That might be my first Churio as well. Arrighetti, Kirby, Ellis, Story, and Julian. We've got 1 pack left. Fingers crossed we've got something lurking in here that's low numbered. 50 or less would be nice. But I would take anything. No complaints so far. The packs have been pretty good, and we still have our 2 Mojo packs. All right, O'Neal, Buxton. There's Kerstad on the Future Stars. He was a Razorback. There's Kamir Yu, Strider, Woodruff, Dana. There's the Mets, Alexander, Betts, Gorman, Kloffenstein, Austin Wells on the Rookie Cup, McCormick, Raleigh, Hellman, Fletcher, Feltner, Gin, Yepes. There's the Pirates again. There's Gannon, Cortez. There's Alcantara, David Fry, Landon Knack, Montero, and it looks like we got 2 backwards cards. Hoping for some. Oh, it's a numbered backwards card to start out with. Green to 99, Peralta. All you got to do is ask for it, and you shall receive. Sharp-looking card, almost makes it like a color match since they're wearing their City Connect greens for Colorado. That's kind of cool. And then you got your rainbow foil Washington Nationals. Who all's in that? Hard to tell, really. Looks like somebody just had a walk-off possibly in that photo. Followed by Roki Sasaki on the 35th anniversary. It's my first Roki insert. And Zach Neto on the Summer Superstars. And Sanaja, Goodman, Suarez, Hill, Rutzman. There's Contreras. There's Shohei's base card to go with his rainbow foil. And there's the Nationals to go with their rainbow foil. All right, 2 packs left. The 2 Mojo packs are left. And we'll do a little recap of the parallels, the auto, and the numbered cards. All right. From the back here, we've got nothing. All right, 4 cards in each one of these. They're all 35th anniversary style and Mojo style. All right, Kumar Rocker. There's Julio Rodriguez. There's Nick York, rookie card, and Trey Turner. So, One pack left. Didn't notice any of those being numbered, but I don't know if where they would be numbered at. So I think they'd be numbered on the front down here on the bottom. So assuming none of those were numbered. I've been watching a few people rip these and like full cases and maybe hitting 1 to 2 numbered cards in these. So I'm not expecting anything. All right. Then you got the hobby on the back again. Freddie Freeman. Ricky Henderson. I like that one. Kevin Alcantara. And last but not least, Rookie Cup, Shota Imanaga. I'll take all those. I really like the way that these Mojo cards look, and I really like getting really good players on pretty much every single one of them. All right, let's do a recap. Be very careful with these. I don't want to tear them up. Got the Nationals. You got the /99 Peralta. There's Shohei on the rainbow foil. There's Austin Riley on the napkin, not numbered. Then there's Sam Hilliard on the sand glitter. There's Yerkson Profar on the sand glitter. There's William Contreras on the rainbow foil. There's Adley Rutschman on the rainbow foil. There's David Ortiz /150 on the All-Star American League napkin patch card. There's Alexis Diaz on the 2025 gold brownish colored numbered card. There's Xander Bogaerts on the pink parallel. Jordan Lawler on the sand glitter future stars. There's the Selly stick dapping after the Dubs Padres card on the sand glitter. And there's Angel Chavile on the sand glitter, followed by Whit Merrifield on the rainbow foil. And then last but not least, you've got Sonny Gray, 44 out of 50 autograph on the All-Star National League card. I guess that is how they do it, though. It makes more sense. Gold /50 for Sonny, blue for David Ortiz /150, and then everybody else's is white. So, fun little rip. I am not complaining. I hit this in a hanger for $12. I mean, it might only be worth $12 as well, but it's always fun to hit a home field advantage. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed the rip. Any day I can open 400 cards and hit an autograph is a good day to me. But like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if there's anything else you want us to rip. Have a good one.